If we continue to ignore where our food comes from and how it was grown, we're done. It hurts the planet, it hurts people, it's a problem.
About 50 million people are struggling to access adequate nutrition.
We've become the sickest first world country on the planet.
You know, we've destroyed our soils, we've poisoned people with the chemicals that have been used.
Plants are uptaking bad chemicals, and now we're polluting our bodies.
Marginalized communities need the best food they can get, as much or more than anybody else.
Chronic disease going vertical in almost every category. What's going to happen? Where are we headed from here? How can we feed more people better food?
What about just regular people who need fresh produce, who need fresh, affordable vegetables? So important for families and their nutrition.
People need to have access to fresh food. You don't want it to be a food desert.
What is it going to take to build the zero-waste, regenerative organic, carbon-neutral microfarm in the urban envelope? That is a game changer. Well, the Alegría Farmacy can provide that, servicing marginalized communities and actually building community resilience. That's where a major shift can occur. That's all possible. All that technology exists today. I see these as energy independence, food security, job creators, carbon mitigators, places for event centers so that people can understand more about food, workshops. It's basically where we all want to be.
Having followed Eric and his innovations for years while making the need to grow, this is really the culmination of everything he's been fighting for. This will provide access to fresh, healing foods grown above ground in biologically rich living soil, right where people are living in the city.
Our country's been looking at energy security for a long time. We have to start treating food as part of that solution.
When I met Eric, we were very aligned in our motivation for growing healthy, nutritious food in urban areas that can give someone the opportunity to actually make a living farming in a city.
Veterans are perfect farmers. They're already servants. They're serving their country. They serve their communities. So what I'd like to do is to train vets to become more plant doctors than farmers so that they can go out into their communities and communicate the health benefits from growing their own nutrition.
Critically nutrient-dense food for brain health, for gut health.
Loaded up, powered up food because it's so nutrient dense and people respond very positively to it.
Our vision with the Alegría Farmacy is to have lots of small-scale farms in major metropolis areas so that people can have the benefit of the highest nutritionally available food on the planet. Amazing beets and carrots and kohlrabis and cabbages and kales, an abundance in the diversity in our diet.
It boils down to job creation, access to nutrient-dense foods in a manner that is actually good for the planet. The new victory garden of our modern age.